Good morning, students. Today we will start the new topic, new chapter, trigonometry. It's very interesting chapter, and you are, I think, first time studying that. So it is introduction of trigonometry, chapter number 8. It is. Look at. How we can start. Look it properly. First, we will go in a right angle triangle named ABC. Suppose it is a right angle triangle. So keep remember my words which I am saying you, that in this particular triangle three sides is appearing and three angles are appearing, meaning there are six elements in that triangle. Six elements, three sides and three angles. Definitely one is a right angle, B is a right angle, and other two are acute angles. Acute angles. In three sides particular, this is definitely hypotenuse. It is hypotenuse. Why? Because it is front of the right angle. So keep remember that front of the right angle is always hypotenuse. And if I ask you what is a base, normally students speak that base is BC and perpendicular or height is AB. But it is slightly not a complete answer. I would say that there are two base or two height. How it is? It is an acute angle. If we consider that it is an acute angle, so front of the acute angle is always perpendicular and rest are height, meaning the front of the acute angle is perpendicular and rest side is a base. If I work on this is acute angle, so front of the acute angle BC will be perpendicular and AB will be base. So don't worry about when we do the question or when we do the concept of work, that time it will be decided that on which acute angle we are working. Okay, now we have a three sides hypotenuse. Suppose it is perpendicular and it is acute angle and this is a base. It is a simple assumption. Now we have a three side AB, BC and AC, and three angle you can see as B is a right angle. We have, now look at it here, hear me carefully. We are taking the ratio of sides, pair of sides. Like I tell you one thing, we are discussing here the ratio of any two sides. Now, if you will follow this sentence, what coming in your mind? Ratio of two sides. So we have three sides. In very initial perpendicular base hypotenuse, don't take them, don't see them. I would say AB is a side, I would say BC is a side and AC is a side. So you have to take any two side. So how many options there are, and we take the ratio. First AB and BC, if someone will take AB and BC, this is a ratio. Just opposite of that. If we take AB and AC, just opposite of that, and we take BC and AC, just opposite of that. So there are six ratios which you can see on the board. These are possible ratios. Ratio of any two sides we have taken. And let me speak frankly that these all are actually trigonometric ratio. These are what? Trigonometric ratios. One by one, AB by BC, BC by AB and so on. Whatever you can see on the board, these are none else. These ratios are called trigonometric ratios and they are specially named. They have a specially name. And these names, first time you will hear, these names are sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant and cosecant. These are actually a full naming. In short, these ratio called sine. Don't read it sin. It is sine. It is shortly called cos. It is shortly called tan. It is shortly called cot. It is shortly called sec. and lastly called cosec. So now onward, we actually call our ratios like that. We write usually that the ratio sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. We won't follow this one, but we should know the full form. We will use this. So these ratios are actually this, and which one is which? And I tell you one thing, that your sine is what I have written. This is actually nonsense until we won't take any angle. So I would speak that all the trigonometric ratios are useful or fruitful when it works on an angle, because alone sine, just operator it is. It is just a function. It is actually nothing without a acute angle. And you should know that we have a two acute angle, A and C. A and C. So this time I am taking this as an acute angle, and now make the habit. This time I will write sine C. Now, if what is C? C is an acute angle. Instead of C, what you can write? A, sine A, because this time A and C both are acute angle. So keep remember that all the ratios, trigonometric ratios, are fruitful when it works on, it writes along with any acute angle. You can write C, you can write A. If I am writing C, so one should know that this is our acute angle, and for particular acute angle, front side is perpendicular, the slant always hypotenuse, and the rest side always a base. If I would have taken here capital A as an acute angle, one should know that if I am working on that A, front side will be automatically perpendicular. Even I have written here base because I took C as a acute angle, but if you take A as an acute angle, front of that will be perpendicular, this will be base, and always length line is a hypotenuse. But don't worry about that, and please keep remember this sentence because it's a very important sentence. This time sine C we have, so I am writing sine C. So don't write only sine, you have to write sine, cos, or whatever trigonometric ratios along with its acute angle. Then I would say sine C. One major thing I am telling you, that sine C I have written here. Don't, if I ask you what is the symbol of, what is the symbol between sine and C, student normally used to speak it is multiplication sign, but I speak one thing, that there is no multiplication sign between them. Sine is an operator and it operates on the acute angle. Sine is complete meaning like that, but don't speak that sine and C are in multiplication. Okay, so if one more thing I want to say something, that C you can write, but now you should be familiar that acute angle are actually denoted by some specific symbol like theta, like alpha, like beta, like gamma, like delta, something. Now you are in class 10, theta is famous one. Theta is a famous one. Alpha sometime, alpha, beta, gamma, you know it very well. Okay, so theta is a famous one. This is a symbol for acute angle. If I am writing theta here, so angle C and theta both are same, but theta is only the symbol for acute angle. Okay, this time I am taking that theta as an acute angle. Now I would write not sine C but sine theta. Both have same meaning. Theta also is a C. So sine theta, we have a cos theta, we have a tan theta, we have cot theta, we have sec theta, and we have cosec theta. So these are 6 trigonometric ratios you can see. Now I have told you here that all these ratios are actually this. So one by one I would speak that sine theta is one of them. So this is actually, complete meaning is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So specific these are, they are standard, so keep remember as it is. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Or what is perpendicular? AB, and what is hypotenuse? AC. AB upon AC. Look at this. AB upon AC. So AB upon AC is sine theta. you do not need to remember this one, but you have to keep remember that sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and this is cos theta. Now it is a base upon hypotenuse. You have just to keep remember these ratios, base upon hypotenuse. So what is the base? BC, and what is hypotenuse? BC upon AC. This is. What is tan theta? That's a perpendicular upon base. What is perpendicular? It is AB upon BC. AB upon BC. And further, it's in our favor. I tell you a trick that cot and tan are reciprocal to each other. Reciprocal to each other. Meaning it is a perpendicular upon base. It is a base upon perpendicular. Complete meaning is BC upon AB. Sec is a reciprocal of cos. It is a hypotenuse upon base, and which is AC upon BC. And lastly, it is a cosec theta, which is a reciprocal of sine, which is hypotenuse upon perpendicular, meaning AC upon AB. So these were initially the ratios which I wanted to tell you. So hope student you have got till now. Now further, what we are going to learn, look at properly. Right now I told you that sine theta and cosec theta are reciprocal of each other. So sixth law we can also form sine theta can be written 1 by cosec theta, because right now I spoke that sine and cosec are reciprocal to each other. Look at it is perpendicular upon hypo upon perpendicular, meaning they are reciprocal. Meaning sine can be written 1 by cosec, or cosec may be written 1 by sine theta. Now similarly tan theta can be written 1 by cot theta. So cot theta may be written 1 by tan theta. Now further sec theta is 1 by cos theta, and cos theta is 1 by sec theta. Look at the pairs. Look at the pair. Sine and cosec are reciprocal to each other. Look at tan and cot reciprocal to each other, and sec and cos are reciprocal to each other. So these are 6 major important formulas I have explained here. Now what I am going to teach you here. Look at properly. Look at the two things, sine and cos, and tan also. Look at sine and cos and tan also. AB upon AC and BC upon AC. We have two ratios here. I ask you one thing. If you just do experimental work, sine theta upon cos theta, what you will get? Look at sine theta is equal to AB upon AC, or perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Anything you can write. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse. What you are observing? Hypo and hypo cancel. So what remaining? Perpendicular upon base. And what is a perpendicular upon base? Search out. Perpendicular upon base is AB upon AC, which is tan theta. So do you think that perpendicular upon base can be written tan theta? And student, what you are getting? Look at properly that tan theta is one of the major and important formula. Tan theta is equal to sine theta upon cos theta, and one should know that cot theta is just a reciprocal of tan theta. So cot will be just opposite of that, will be cos theta upon sine theta. So student, these were the initial laws which you should know, that these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Sine to cosec, which applies on a acute angle theta. We had a 2 acute angle. Initially I am taking this acute angle. So if front of acute angle it is perpendicular, the slant is a hypotenuse and rest is a base. So according to these we have explained here 6 ratios, and then I have told that sine and cosec are reciprocal to each other. I formed these 6 formulas, and after I divided sine and sine to by cos, and we got a perpendicular upon hypotenuse upon base upon hypo, both cancel. We got a perpendicular upon base, which is actually equal to tan theta. So tan theta equal to sine by cos, and we know that tan is a reciprocal of cot, so cot equal to cos by sine. So this is enough of the day. You just try to understand and learn much more. We'll continue this portion tomorrow. Thank you.